Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Trotine626, and we're gonna do, I lied in the last episode, kind of. I decided that after every big major event thingy, I'm gonna talk to all the companions. So instead of doing a mission, we're gonna talk to Alistair, and then after Alistair, I'll make a Morgan video. Then we will go to Red Cliff. It's just something, oh look, Smitty's butt, okay. It's just something that I decided, because we're gathering army, is the Red Cliff, the dwarves, elves, and stupid mages. So, you know, after each one, I'll talk to the person, or to our companion, and yeah, we'll just go from there. You'll see. It won't be that bad. I promise. If I don't have any, I know I'm definitely going to have, well, okay, I can't say definitely. I'm going to try and make more again after this, but if I can't, then it'll be up tomorrow along with an action one. One with story in it, not just people talking about their pathetic excuse of lives. That was mean, I know. Alright, hello Smitty. Okay, so Alistair, here we go, time to talk.
Something on your mind?
I'll have some questions.
Of course.
What can a Templar do?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army.
That doesn't sound
the
good.
The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages.
And get pieces of Eden.
To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted.
Oh, that's not good.
And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no.
Oh.
You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows.
That would have been a good story thing if we needed to get him lyrium or something.
Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective, or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Alright then, that's good to know.
Something on your mind? Of course.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens. Let's learn a little bit about them.
Such as they are.
Whoa. That's a lot of crap. Okay, none of those.
Something on your mind?
There's nothing there that looked. How did you become a Grey Warden, Alistair?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Very funny.
I do my best. What can I say?
That was like the
Let's see. I was in the
fakest
Chantry
laugh.
before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
I hate Templars and mages. You don't seem like the religious sort of person.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
The didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
That's what happened to me. You think it's better than being a Templar?
Oh, I suppose the Chantry life is good enough for some. Here, we have the chance to fight against the Blight. To actually do some good instead of sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring him up.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be. It's fine. He died a hero. They all did.
Note to self.
Come on, let's go.
Keep Duncan out of conversations. Because, holy crap, he almost started crying.
On your mind?
I don't deal good with crying. I don't want to talk about Duncan. I have some
course.
questions. So you said this Arl Eamon raised you.
Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That's not what I remember you telling Flemeth.
Well, if you're going to go and pay attention to the facts...
Facts.
Then fine,
to the
fine.
facts. 6.
Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind.
Oh.
My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Al Eamon wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head.
Who was your father?
Good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Who is your father?
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Al Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Alistair resented the rumours which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed.
You are a
The Jarl
bastard.
didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
I despise you too. Awful thing to do to a child, though.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumours were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Jarl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Deep. You sure he isn't your father?
Yes, I'm quite sure. At any rate, I don't look anything like him. You'll see for yourself. Not that it stopped the rumours any. All I know is that the Jarl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did.
We're gonna kill
Anyway,
Loghain, don't worry.
that's really all there is to the story.
He does look... He looks like the king, doesn't he? Before the king got killed, doesn't he look like... I think his name was... Not Myra. It wasn't... No, what was it? I don't remember. Caelan, that was his...
Something on your mind?
He looks like Caelan. What if his dad was...
Of course.
Caelan's dad? Why did you remain a Templar if you hate the
Have you seen the
Chantry?
uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
Until an assassin plunges its blade into your throat. Ha! Sorry. Thought Templars wore heavy plate mostly.
That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight.
Okay, pillow fights.
Pillow fights? I mean, no, of course not. I meant sword fights. With rusty swords, dripping with acid. The kind that puts hair on your chest. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
No, not really.
I suppose there's no harm in it then. Sorry if I was being perverse.
Oh man, I don't really want to
Not
hear.
used to anyone asking me these things.
Okay, it's for you
The truth
guys.
of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
I think I understand.
Using the abilities I have came after years of education and discipline that was difficult to achieve, if rewarding. The sword training and religious doctrine all came later. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up.
Oh.
What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
No, it kind of got taken by... Oh, hey, it's already there.
Right. Stupid of me to ask. I'm sorry. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... Well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again.
Unless we die.
Although that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
It can be rebuilt. It's
I
like
suppose you're right. We can create
Jedi.
new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same.
Can't create new
Anyhow,
because you don't know
now
how
I've
to.
sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah, good point. Let's talk to you again.
Something on your mind?
Uh-oh.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have
crap.
handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen.
Yeah.
Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
It's fine. No harm done.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him,
Oh,
maybe once
I kind
this
of want to
is all
go,
done.
actually.
if we're still alive.
Oh, that's going to be a
I
while.
don't think he had any family to speak of.
That's an excellent idea.
I think he came from High Ever.
That's where I came
Or so
from.
he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry.
No, it's okay. I just had my entire family slaughtered.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget.
This is twice in a minute, dude.
Here
Come
I
on.
am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry.
It's okay. I only knew them for
Thank
like
you.
5 minutes.
It was good to talk about this with a friend.
I have a friend.
It means a lot to me.
Yay. Anytime. Alright, let's see.
Something on your mind?
Crap. He took up an
Of
entire
course.
video. Liliana only took up like 8 minutes. If you were raised in the Chantry, have you never... Is this...
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
No. Sex?
Oh, so that's what we're talking about. Well, if you really want to know, you tell me first.
This is awkward. Of course I have.
And
I've been telling
apparently
you.
you have no shame as well. Well, all right, I'll play along. I, myself, never had the pleasure. Not
Pleasure.
that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
Okay, this is the most awkward conversation ever. How old are you?
Oh, that's funny. Your cruel japes will be remembered, sir. If you hear sobbing later, that's me crying myself to sleep.
Good. At least you'll get some decent rest.
Ha ha ha. Your cruel interrogation will be remembered forever.
Oh, you mad
Or
at me now?
maybe just until lunch. Lunch makes everything better. Oh, look, I have cheese.
Hey, it's night. What are you, a mouse?
Something on your mind?
Okay,
Of course.
more questions. What happens after you... No, I don't. I already know. I'm going through that. Okay. Well, we're done with Alistair. He took up an entire video. I can't believe this. So let's go talk to Smitty.
I once heard a really old legend
God.
about how the hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
It'd be funny if he bit his face off.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
I was already standing there. I've never fed you a
It's
human
not
being.
cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
That is messed up. Yeah, eat him! Eat him! Eat him! Alright, Smitty, thank you for that. Let's get your butt in the camera again, because everyone loves seeing that. Alrighty then. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao.